Let's count down the top 10 rides at Mount Olympus. Number 10, Little Titans. While such warriors as Apollo Swing and Hades 360 provides all the thrills that any thrill seeker will need due to its usually high height requirements, unfortunately many of the younger Titans out there will not be able to experience that rush, and so instead they have Little Titans, the vessel that will enable anybody between the height of 40 and 56 inches, meaning no adults unless accompanying your younger warriors, to experience the fun and excitement of charging down drops, galloping around turns, and bouncing over rough ancient terrain without even exceeding a height of 16 feet. Number 9, Titan's Tower Go-Kart Track. The Titans, led by Zeus' father Cronus, was, according to the Greek mythology, the original rulers of Earth, and now it is your chance to become the rulers too of our first out of 3 go-kart tracks. Sounds awesome, right? Although in order to conquer this almighty challenge, it is going to require a lot more than just putting your foot to the metal, but knowledge of your surroundings, with you both having to wind your way around a specially designed track that, fun fact, also interacts with a Pegasus roller coaster, in addition to overtaking all of your new friends around the turns. Number 8, Underworld Go-Kart Track. Now, if racing alongside a wooden roller coaster does not give you the same excitement that it gives me, and instead you'd rather something much crazier on the track front, then look no lower than under our homes for a race through the Underworld, dun dun dun, which basically is the exact same as Tilted Towers, apart from it featuring a larger variety of elements, and I'm talking about the giant downward slopes here, making it harder for your car to navigate its way around all of its surprisingly stunning scenery when thinking about where we currently are. Number 7, Trojan Horse Go-Kart Track. I promise you that we are now at our final go-kart track, because as much as I love these classic amusement park rides, and it is awesome that they're included in your ticket price, having 3 of these does seem a little extreme. So a quick top tip from me before we race on would be to prioritise your favourite one in the day, as the worst thing would be to miss out on the more unique experiences that the park has to offer. And for us it was a tough decision, but Trojan takes the lead, with amongst all other things you get to do, you go into a piece of history, the park's amazing 60-foot tall Trojan horse. Number 6, Pegasus. As you can only imagine, soaring through the sky on the back of a winged horse Pegasus is no smooth flight, although nor is it one that should be missed on your next visit to Mount Olympus, with for starters it just looking incredible with its 1990s wooden structure soaring right above our number 9 position, Titan's Tower Go-Karts. Plus, due to it being the park's only operating family coaster, this could be one of your only chances that your party will get to share those many laughs down the drops, smiles over mild airtime hills, oh yeah, and in my instances endless screams the entire way around. Number 5, the Manticore. If you are scared of heights, it's probably best to look away now, as whilst we will not be rising to the heights of the gods, the Manticore has other ways to make it just as thrilling, including the simple fact that this is a swing ride, meaning at once you and your partner has slowly risen to the whopping height of 140 feet in the air, making it in fact the tallest ride at the park. You will have plenty of time to take in those godly views whilst you swing around and around and around the tower for almost 2.5 minutes, all before coming back down again, where you would find me and everyone else who's not brave enough to ride standing there for this exact reason. Number 4, Apollo Swing. Now when visiting Mount Olympus, you have got to remember that everything is designed for the gods, from the restaurants to the shops to of course the ride itself. So when hearing that we are about to take on another swing ride, do not expect it to be similar to one at your local playground, and rather something a lot bigger and faster too. Unfortunately, as awesome as this may be though, to take a trip to Apollo's playground, it does not come cheap, with above the ticket price it costing you an extra $10 per person per ride, or for an on-ride video too, a total of $20, which is way too much even for the most affluent of god and goddesses. Number 3, Cyclops. One eye or two, take a closer look at our top 3 attraction, and what you will see is another classic wooden coaster consisting of many monstrous thrill elements. And as much as that is true, what you do not realise until riding is how intense those airtime moments really are, because especially the second major drop was so crazy that between its opening in 1995 and the reprofiling in 2014, no one under the age of 18 was allowed to go in the back row. So yeah, I have never seen that done before, and leaves only one question remaining. Would you brave the beast, or sit further towards the front where it is a little less, well, flying? Number 2, Zeus. For a long time, the god of the sky reigned over as the most almighty, and still to this very day, despite it losing lots of its power to its brother, which mustn't be named yet, it is still an adventure for the bravest in the group, with it basically feeling as if lightning bolt has struck an original wooden coaster, resulting in you encountering 60 miles per hour drops, bank turns and airtime hills around a pretty typical back and forth route. Just as another quick ton tip before we move on though, there are, believe it or not, 4 wooden coasters, and 3 of them, including this one, intertwines with one another. Thus it may seem quite obvious, but make sure to not think you have done all of them well after doing just one. Number 1, Hades 360. It is time to summon the new leader of Mount Olympus, the one, the only, the almighty Hades. And no matter what godlike experiences you have done in the past, being able to ironically go under the world in his record-breaking 800-foot long tunnel section, or charging around a wooden steel upside down roll at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour, to name a few of what your group will encounter with the god of the underworld, is truly one of a kind, and thus making it a top spot necessary for all of the adrenaline junkies out there. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.